Yo, what is up everybody? In this video I'm going to explain what the best things to craft at the start of the game in 99 Forests are. There are a lot of different things that you can craft in 99 Nights in the Forest, and at the beginning of the game it might seem a bit overwhelming, all the different things that you can choose from. But there are actually a couple of items that you just need to prioritize, and then you will be just fine. The first thing that you definitely want to craft is the map. You can craft it right from the start of the game, and it comes at a price of only 3 wood, so it's a very cheap item to build. And this not only builds a map inside your base like this, but it also allows you to open the map by pressing M on your keyboard or some map button on the phone, and you can then see the entire map that you have uncovered. At the start you can see here there is not much to see, but if I walk this way, let's just keep on walking this way, you can see that slowly I'm starting to draw up the map of what's on here. And for example here, when I find a house, you will see that it will appear here on the map. So by doing this, you can get a complete view of the entire map around you. And you will also be able to see where you've been before and where you haven't been. So if you just always loot whatever structures that you find, then I can show you in a second. Oh, we should bring this one. Then, as you can see now, I have a little X over this house, which means that I have already looted it. So by doing this, you not only will be able to get a better view of what's around you in the forest, but you will also be able to keep track of where you've been, so you don't keep on going to the same places to loot them. The next thing that I think you should do is upgrading the crafting bench. As you can see here, you can upgrade the crafting bench by spending 1 metal and 5 wood. Metal is found around the map in different scraps, the ones that I found already and put into the grinder. And once you have crafted this, you now have access to the sundial, which I think is a very useful item, because when you craft it here and put it on the ground, you can see that you now have a timer here on the right side. This shows you how much time is left during the night and during the day. This is especially useful when you reach a later point in the game and the map is very big, because at that point you can be quite far away from your base. So if you stay out too long, you might not be able to run back in time before the deer attacks you, especially if it's hungry at that time. But if you have the sundial here, you always know how long is left, and if you are very far from your base, you can just see, oh, there's only 1 minute left till night comes. Let me just head back now. And now, as you can see, it's turning day, and you can then see the exact amount of time that is left during this day. And here is another example of the metal scrap that you can find and turn into metal in the crafting bench. Just bring it in your bag and drop it into the grinder in your base. So you see now, just drop the metal into the grinder and you get it here in the crafting bench. What you should craft next kind of depends on your situation, but some of the items that you should definitely consider are of course the beds. These don't actually help you get stronger or defend your base. They just increase the day counter by 1. So every time 1 night passes, it increases by 1, or by 2, or by 3, or by 4, depending on how many beds you have. So beds make it a lot easier to reach higher days in the game, because it will just go a lot faster. But if you're purely looking for survival, which I think you should prioritize if you're a new player at the start of the game, then I think you should spend your items first on the bear trap, because this one can help you defend your base a lot easier. I've already made an entire video on how to defend against the cultist attacks at night, but to sum it up, just build these traps, put it on the ground, and when they attack you for the first time and also the next couple of times, you just kite them onto these traps. I can actually show you here. So let's present I'm a cultist. Just kite them around here, then run around the traps and stand here. This will make them go like this, which means they will walk onto the trap like this and take damage. I'm not taking that much damage, but the cultists take a lot of damage. The first wave, they die from just 2 traps, and as you can see, after 1 is used, you can just reset it here to use it again. And even at the later cultist raids, this is also extremely useful. If you just attack the ranged cultist first, and then you can just kite the rest of the cultist onto these traps until they are dead. And you don't have to risk being close to them if you don't have any ranged weapon. The next 3 items that you should build in the game, they help you both ensure that you have enough food for the game and fuel. What I'm referring to are the farm plots, the crockpot, and the biofuel processor. The farm plot you can build here and put inside your base. This will grow food passively. So after I think 1 day or 2 days, you will have food grown all over here. This can grow both carrots, corn and pumpkin. And you can eat this food directly, but you can also, which you should do, use it for the crockpot. The crockpot allows you to make stews, which is the best food in the game. It not only regenerates a lot of hunger, but you can also stack it and put it into your inventory, which means you can run around with it, just like this bandits, for example, and have 5 in your inventory. So even if you're far away from your base and you need hunger quickly, you can just eat a stew and you will recover like I think 60% of your health instantly. And if you have multiple, you will never run out of food. And you can just make these stews at night when you're in your base by using the vegetables that grows in your base. I've also made an entire video on this, so you can check that out. It's the same story with the biofuel processor. This turns logs and meat into fuel, which means that you cannot put vegetables inside it, but all the meat that you'll get from just hunting in the forest, especially from wolves, it will give you a ton of fuel. Just one steak gives 3 biofuel. So if you're just out hunting a couple of wolves, you will quickly get a ton of biofuel. So you'll never run out of fuel if you just bring some meat back with you all the time. So by having both the biofuel processor and the crockpot, and also the farm plot for the crockpot, you will never run out of food or fuel. And by having just those 2 things, you are quite set for a long game in 99 Nights in the Forest. There are also things that you might want to use just in a certain situation. For example, if it rains and there is thunder, you should definitely quickly build the lightning rod. Later in the game, when you need to defend your base more, you can build log walls, build a wall around your base to protect yourself. But I think once you build these things, you can just see what you kind of need in this specific game and then start building all the different beds, because it will quickly increase the day count. And at that point, you have basically what you need for now, so you can spend the materials on the beds. If you're trying to win as quickly as possible, then you might want to start with the beds, right? But it makes it a little bit more difficult. And that's it, guys. Those are my recommendations for what the best things to craft first in 99 Nights in the Forest are. If this video helped you out, be sure to leave a like on it, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I will see you in the next one. Peace.